Now we're going to do a grilled artichoke. So this is a fresh artichoke, bought at Chargers right here in Waterbury. We're going to cut the stem off, or some of the stem off. We're going to cut the top of it off. Just like that. Now a lot of them, this one is not bad at all, but a lot of them, these little points, the ends of these are really, really sharp. So what you want to do is take a pair of scissors and just cut those off. All you're going to do is just cut those off all the way around. Like I said, the little pointy things that are usually on these, I don't see any on this one, but in the event that you have them, you don't want to poke yourself. It's not fun. So you're just cutting the end of the leaf off. Okay? All the way around. Now, on the inside, you can see right here, that's the choke part. That's why it's called an artichoke, because it's kind of, what's the word? It's kind of like hair-like on the inside. So what I usually do is I take my thumbs and I push out. Push out. Try to get to the middle of the artichoke. Alright, then I'm simply going to take a spoon. A nice sturdy spoon. You don't want to use a soft spoon that'll bend, because the artichoke can be tough. Alright, so you're simply going to take your spoon, go right down the middle, and my hand is pushing one way and the spoon is going in the opposite direction. And what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get all the stuff out. Right, when you look down at the side there, you can see there's kind of a pink thing, and then really deep down inside there, you'll see it's kind of fuzzy. That will make you choke. That gets stuck into your throat, and that is why they call them artichokes. The rest of it is very edible. So all you're doing is scooping the inside out. That's it. Just scooping the inside out so it's nice and clean on the inside. Get rid of all the fuzzy stuff. You want to make sure you remove all items that could give you that could tickle the back of your throat, essentially. All right, and that's pretty much it. Once you get it all cleaned out, all right, then what we're going to do is we're going to put it right into a pot of boiling water. Now, what's going to happen is it's going to float up. And it's not going to go completely inside the water, right? That's pretty much what will happen to it. And you can spin it around all your little heart desires. It's going to keep doing that. So what I let it do is I cook it for about 10 minutes, and then what I'll do is I'll take a carving fork and I'll stab the carving fork right through it, so some of the water will be able to go through and cook it. All we're doing right now is trying to boil it and trying to cook it about halfway. We're going to finish it on the grill. So we've cleaned out the inside of our artichoke, and we have the part that'll make it choke, the fuzzy part, and the leaves that we cut off. Make sure you don't try to put those down the garbage disposal. These are really, really, really tough, and what will happen is it'll clog your garbage disposal. Definitely don't do that. Make sure that finds its way to the garbage can. What we're going to need when we want to eat is lemon, butter, and salt and pepper. So all you're going to want to do with the lemon is, I have a nice juicer here, put that inside there, squeeze out as much juice as you can. Fresh lemon juice is far better than the canned stuff. Far better than the canned stuff. You want to make sure you use that at all times. Now it's your choice. You can heat this in the microwave, or you can heat it on top of the stove, whatever works best for you. Alright, so my artichoke has been boiling, and like I said, it wants to stay like this. If I turn it over with my meat fork, what will happen is it will turn itself right back over again. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my meat fork, I'm going to turn it over, I'm going to take the end of my meat fork and I'm going to stick it right in the bottom. I'm going to push through. It doesn't go through quite that easily. When it goes through very easily, I know it's done. But what will happen now is I've made that hole in the bottom so the water can make its way through and get to the core of the artichoke. and continue to cook it. Okay, so my artichoke is boiling. I'm to the point now where if I take my meat fork and I put it in the middle of the artichoke and I lift it up and I go like that, it slides right off. Once it slides right off without any pressure, without any work, you're good enough. That's cooked all the way you want it to cook. What I'm going to do is I'm going to drain as much water off of it as I possibly can. And I'm going to set it on my cutting board. Once the majority of the water is off of it, then I will cut that in half. And then we'll head out to our grill and we'll grill it up. Alright, so I have my artichoke already cooked, all boiled. We're going to take it, we're just going to simply cut it right in half. Not pushing down too much on it. And this is what we're going to end up with. You can see this is the part where I dug into to get all this stuff out. And you can see that it's still nice and hot. Alright, so what I'm going to do so it doesn't stick too much is I'm going to put a little bit of olive oil on the outside here, and we're going to take this out to the grill and we're going to grill this right up. Alright, so I've got my cooked artichokes cut in half, ready to rock and roll. I'm going to take them, put them on my grill. Just going to set them on there, and all I want to do is put grill marks on them. They're already cooked. Alright, it's just as simple as grilling a piece of vegetable on a regular grill. Now if you're in a regular kitchen in a regular restaurant, your grill's always going to be on. If you're not, like I am home right now because of the pandemic, you're going to want to make sure your grill is nice and fired up. You want to make it about 400 degrees minimum. That way you can go ahead and get nice marks on your vegetables. Last thing you want to do is have it be all jagged edged. Alright, you can see the olive oil is dripping off. This is going to give it another layer of flavor. You can definitely eat the artichokes just the way that I just prepared them for you. With the lemon and the butter, you do not have to grill them, but this is just one extra step that's going to give it that one little extra pop. What you can also do too is you can make a stuffing for your, it doesn't matter, crab meat stuffing, whatever kind of stuffing you want to make. You can make that for your artichokes, and once you've cleaned them out and cut them and grilled them the way that I have done, you can flip them over, put the stuffing in, and pop those in the oven and bake those off, and then the person can eat the stuffing along with the leaves. Alright, so we have our grilled artichokes. What I'm going to do is I'm going to flip this one over, and what you're trying to get to is the heart of the artichoke. That's what you really want to eat, and that's what tastes really good. So every time you pull a leaf off, that's a little bit of the artichoke right there at the very end, and you dip that into your melted butter and your lemon juice with a little salt and pepper, and it's good. It has a little bit of a taste of the grill, has a definite taste of the artichoke, and it's great for you.